Do you still remember the warm glow of the family radio? That big wooden set in the corner of the living room, the soft hum as it came to life. The way the whole family drew close just to listen together. There was a kind of quiet magic in those evenings. Close your eyes for a moment. Just rest. Let us go back together to a warm evening at home. The radio was more than a machine. It was the heart of the room. It stood there, proud and polished, its wooden case gleaming in the lamplight. A soft cloth covered the speaker. A round dial glowed with a gentle amber light, and when you turned the knob, there was that warm little hum as it woke up. And then the voices and the music came drifting into the room. Do you remember how the evening would begin? Supper was finished, the dishes were washed and put away, and slowly, one by one, the family gathered in the front room. Father settled into his chair. Mother brought her sewing or her knitting. The children found their spots on the floor, close to the warm glow. And someone reached over and turned the dial, searching for that favorite station. There was something wonderful about listening together. You could not see the story. You had to picture it in your mind. And so everyone did. When the hero rode across the plains, you saw the dust and the wide open sky. When the door creaked open in a mystery, you leaned in close, your heart beating a little faster. The radio gave you the words, and your imagination did the rest. The evenings were full of so many wonderful things. There were comedy shows that made the whole family laugh out loud, all together in the same room. There were dramas that kept you on the edge of your seat. There was music, soft and sweet, that filled the house and made your foot tap along. And on some nights there was a ball game, with the announcer painting every play so clear that you could almost see the field. Do you remember the sound of the announcer's voice? Warm and steady, like an old friend. He was there every week at the same time, welcoming you back. You knew the shows by heart. You knew when they would begin. And all across the country, in living rooms just like yours, families were gathered around their own radios, listening to the very same words at the very same moment. There was a comfort in that, a feeling of being part of something larger. The children loved their favorite programs best of all. They would count down the days, and when the time came, they would beg to stay up just a little longer to hear how the story ended. Their eyes grew wide at the exciting parts. They laughed at the funny ones, and when it was over, they would act it out, running through the house, pretending to be the heroes they had heard. But the radio was not only for stories and songs. It brought the whole world into your home. When something important happened, the family would gather close and quiet, listening carefully to every word. Good news and hard news alike came through that little speaker. And in those moments, the family would sit together, hand in hand, facing whatever came, side by side. The radio kept you company through it all. There was a rhythm to those evenings, a gentle, steady rhythm that shaped the days. You knew that after supper the family would gather. You knew the warm glow would be waiting, and there was great comfort in that. In a world that could feel so busy, the radio brought everyone back together into one room at the end of the day. Do you remember the winter nights especially? The wind might howl outside, the snow might fall soft against the window, but inside the room was warm and the radio was playing and the whole family was together. A fire in the hearth, a cup of something warm, and that gentle voice or that sweet music filling the house with comfort. Sometimes, when a lovely song came on, someone would rise and take another by the hand, and there, in the middle of the living room, they would dance a slow and gentle turn. The children would giggle and watch, and for a few sweet minutes, the whole world seemed to slow down, held together by a simple melody drifting from that wooden box in the corner. As the evening grew late, the little ones would begin to drift off. Their heads would grow heavy, their eyes would close. Right there on the warm floor by the radio, and the parent would gather them up gently and carry them off to bed, while the soft music played them into their dreams. Then the house grew quiet. The dial was turned down low, and father and mother would sit a while longer, listening to something soft, enjoying the peaceful end of the day. At last, the radio was switched off. The amber glow faded slowly, and the room settled into a gentle, contented silence. Why do we remember these evenings so fondly? Maybe it was the warm glow of the dial. Maybe it was the stories that filled our imagination. Or maybe it was simply being together, the whole family in one room. The radio asked for so little, and it gave us so much. Perhaps you had a radio of your own that you remember well, a favorite program you never missed, a song that still brings a certain evening back to you, or the faces of the loved ones who gathered close beside you in the lamplight. Those warm evenings are not truly gone. They live on in the gentle corners of the heart. So tonight, let us hold that feeling close. The soft hum of the radio waking up, the warm amber glow of the dial, the stories, the songs, and the whole family gathered near, all together at the close of the day. Those evenings were simple and they were sweet, and the magic of them never really fades. So rest now, breathe slow, and let the warm glow of that old family radio drift through your memory once more. Until we meet again, stay warm and stay well.